Welcome to Tweet of the Week, and yes, a t-shirt means I'm talking to a student. Today I am truly proud to be able to introduce you to someone that I view as an FCPS celebrity, because this young lady has just done amazing things. And as you can tell by the CTE shirt, Nina Crosby Walton, who is a senior at Walkersville High School, has been in the CAD Architecture and Engineering program at CTC. She's in her second year, and in her first year, Nina, you did something amazing. I know you did a lot of amazing things, but something amazing that won you a national gold medal. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, thank you for having me, first of all. Starting in January of actually this year, I found out about the NAACP AXO competition, and I competed locally in their architecture category with my design of the Barack Obama Presidential Library. And then after I won the local gold medal in Montgomery County, I advanced to the national competition this July in Baltimore.
And I kind of gave it away that you got the national gold medal there.
I did, yes.
And so, anything special that comes with this honor?
So many opportunities have come out of this competition. I have been all across the country, going to different conferences, talking to architects that just kind of want to hear about what students are now doing in high school, particularly me and my design. But I've had the chance to go to Houston and Florida, visiting the National Organization of Minority Architects Conference, as well as the American Institute of Architecture Conference in Orlando, Florida this year.
And at one point there was a thought that at one of those conferences you might actually get to meet Michelle Obama. Did that happen?
I did not get to meet her, but I did get to hear her speak. I was also invited to the actual architects that are designing the library. They invited me up to New York to take a look at the design that they have proposed, and which they won the bid for. And so I got to take a look at that, and they passed on my idea and basically just a few pictures of my project to Mr. and Mrs. Obama.
So do we know if any of your ideas are going to be incorporated, or they haven't decided yet?
There were a few similarities of my design and the actual proposed design, but there's none exactly from my design. But it was just an awesome opportunity just to hear what they have proposed as well.
Absolutely. And I had the pleasure of visiting CTC while you were working on this project, and I can remember you had little 3D printed model there, and you had even built in like a greenhouse for the environment and amazing things. And what software did you use to put all of this together?
So I started conceptually in Revit, Autodesk Revit, which is an architectural software where you just basically lay out the walls and the floor plan. I also moved to AutoCAD Architecture, which was used primarily for the floor plan. And I exported my 3D plans in Revit to 3D print them on the printer with an STL file to actually get a tangible 3D printed design.
And so I was impressed, and I'm not an architect, so I can only imagine. It did not surprise me when I heard you had won locally and that you went on to win nationally, because it was a very impressive model that I looked at, and I didn't even know the detail that these folks are going to look at. But Nina, you said that a lot of times when students come over to CTC to shadow, they're thinking about CAD for engineering. And what did you want people to know about why they might want to think about architecture too?
Engineering is kind of more widely known than what architecture is, and architecture in general. But I really think students should, if they're interested in art, but also math and science, it's a great combination of the two. That's basically what architecture is. It's STEM and it's plus art, STEAM. So I think that students should give it a try. And if they're going to possibly shadow for engineering, maybe why not come back and shadow for architecture, just to give it a shot and see what it's like.
And I'm sure as you were going to these conferences and you said they wanted to know what high school students are doing, a lot of the modeling moving to a computer-assisted design process, for someone who's been in the field for years and years and years, that's sort of a new thing. And I can imagine that they were pretty amazed at what you were doing as a high school student, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
So you've told me that you're finishing this second year. Any big projects planned for this year?
Yes, so I'm really excited to tell you that this year for my project, I will be designing a lunar research center on the moon.
Wow.
It's a really big task, but I'm willing to put in so much work and research into this project.
So a lunar research center, and will you be entering this into any competitions?
I will, yes. I will be entering it into the same competition that I competed in last year with hope of receiving another national gold medal.
Well, I will have to make sure I get over to CTC and see what you've conceived of this time. Nina, we are so incredibly proud of you, and I want to thank you so much for bringing national recognition not only to yourself but to Frederick County Public Schools. And I'd also like to give a special shout out to Mr. Arnold, your teacher, because I think he does a great job of trying to find opportunities like he found for you that just let our students thrive. And it is wonderful to see where this has taken you, and I can't wait to see what happens with your lunar research module. I hope that Nina has inspired you too to think about shadowing for the CAD architectural program. And if not that, I hope that you can see Nina is a model of a student who is willing to work hard to follow her passion, and great things come from that. So wishing you great things. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you next time on Tweet of the Week.